States. If you know Jennifer Trepethig, we're kind of counterparts, domestic and international. In fact, if you know Travis, if you've met Travis, he's our regional director for East Africa.
He was with us yesterday.
Him and Ashley are going to. Hang on somewhere here. Him and Ashley are going to Burundi this week to recruit and select a brand new national team. We had some significant turnover there. So they'll go into Burundi and do vision casting amongst church partners there with the church networks and recruit and select a new national team. National teams are responsible, like you saw here. Steven's a coordinator. He's kind of a low-key guy. Like we in Africa, the big men or like the people who can really like cast big vision, and they're big pastors and they're big politicians maybe, like they might be able to mobilize people, but they're not the ones to run a project for 10, 15 years. And so that's a part of our challenge is like when we come in looking for initial leaders of a national ministry, we're often like put in the room with like these big men, these big women who can speak very eloquently, but when it comes down to like doing the hard work of OCC, they're ready to hand it off pretty quick. And so that's why you see a guy like Steve, who is an accountant in the local government here in Nairobi. And he's just a faithful guy, and Carol here as well, also faithful with what they've been given with OCC gift boxes in the Greatest Journey. I can share a little bit about like what Carol and Steve and how our national volunteers, what their year looks like. We basically start OCC in a place like Kenya in September with what we call our National Connect, right? So we invite all volunteers from a given country, bring them in for a training for 3 days. Yeah, we call them like National Connect.
Yeah, that's
we got that from domestic. You guys have your
like I hear
Connect,
them
so.
saying "see you at Connect" like to each other,
Right.
and that's what we
So that's probably our biggest one-time investment in our volunteers every year. We ask them to bring their reports from the previous season, and then we do season plans for the upcoming season. I think you guys do like ministry plans.
It's like an ACPM and a Connect conference rolled into one big.
Yeah, is that a planning meeting that you guys do?
Yeah, the area
Yeah, we do.
from your region, the Emory region.
And then we'll roll out any kind of like global training content. The last few years, we've rolled out Unreached People Group strategy. We've rolled out our Prayer Initiative. We've talked about a new OCC training that our teams are doing for churches. So that's our big time of year. From after NConnect in about November, December, volunteer teams will go, like RLTs, NLTs, will start with vision casting events. Now they're going into their communities, asking which churches want to be involved with OCC. That's a vision meeting for us. After vision meetings, churches will apply to be a part of OCC. They say, yeah, we want to reach kids, we want to reach an unreached people group. Once those churches are selected and approved by the team, then they move to OCC training, which is the biggest time of year with our ministry partners. That's going to be usually like December and January when we train our ministry partners every year. You guys know 111?
Yes.
Okay, one child, one gift, one lifetime. That doesn't mean one ministry partner or one church. We can have a church come back multiple years in a row to partner with OCC, as long as they're finding new kids in their community to reach with OCC. So some of these churches come back every year for training and refreshment and revisiting. Okay.
So is there record keeping that they do on each child?
So a part of the application process and training, yes, there's records of all of our ministry partners. We have them agree to Samaritan's Purse Statement of Faith. We have them agree to child protection statements, to a couple other like core key values of OCC, and that's all baked into the process. When they sign after the training, that's included in there. So gift boxes then that you guys pack in November arrive in Kenya in about February. In February then we'll invite ministry partners back. We call it our pickup day. Ministry partners will come back, pick up their gifts, register, and then basically from March, April, May, June, they're doing outreach events and walking through the Greatest Journey. Come July, we start talking about reports for that season, and then we start talking about the next